Man of Valor award to an individual that really, in the Scripture, we see throughout the Scripture, we see that Saul, it was said of Saul that he was a man of valor in 1 Samuel chapter 9. We see also in 1 Samuel chapter 16 where the Lord speaks of David as a man of valor, a valiant man, a man that was a warrior. And as you look at what it means to be defined, it also says in Saul that, in Samuel, that Saul took every man for himself to be a great man of valor, to support him and defend him and defend his kingship. And there's something about being a man of valor. How many of you know that men of valor are men of courage? They stand in the face of adversity. They're men of integrity. They're men that God has ordained with great purpose. And we, as a leadership team of our church, have narrowed down. Every year we kind of do it, and it's not a popularity thing by any means. There's discussion. There's prayer. We find every reason not to have you up here, really. It's kind of what we work at. We have somebody today that we'd like to honor as just our 2011 Cowboy Christian Assembly Man of Valor. And I just love this guy. I thank him for his faithfulness. He's a man of great integrity, man of great faithfulness. And he doesn't have a clue he's coming up here. He can deal with it. I'd like to have you welcome Mark Dixon as he comes, our 2011.
Hey, Mark. I clap. Get him this holding camera. Yeah.
I will say this, and then we've got something we'd like to give Mark. There's not a guy that is more faithful than this guy. He's been faithful to the Lord, faithful to this church, faithful to, gosh, how many pastors now? 5, 6, somewhere around there. And I know he's gone through a lot of trials, a lot of challenges. But one thing is he stays the course. And you can't question his integrity. You ask people about Mark. I'll just say this publicly, when we did our medical outreach a couple of weeks ago, some individuals were there, some firefighters were there, and they had come over to the prayer tent, and I mentioned Mark Dixon's name, and you know what? You could tell a lot about people by their friends and by what people around them say. And it was amazing to me as the guys he's in contact with that aren't even on his crew spoke very highly of his integrity, spoke very highly of his work ethic, his faithfulness. And there's not a guy like Mark. I love you, Mark. I appreciate you. And you're a blessing to my family, to me and my wife. And this year is, we just like to honor you with this. We have something we'd like to give you. I don't know where it is. We have a sword we want to present to him. And this is a cool sword. There's a plaque in the back that we'll give you later. It's a King Solomon sword. And you know one thing about you is you've gone to battle, I know for me. And you did it for Pastor Dana, you did for other leaders. And I want to give this to you because I think you know where to point the sword correctly. You know where to fight correctly. And you've been a man who's defended the honor of this church, leadership, more than that, the honor of God. And I want to give this to you today. I'm not going to let you take it to your seat because I want you to use it. I'll let you hold that. See what that may be. And just like yeah.
Amen.
We'll give it back. So there you go. Mark, thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. Incredible guy. I mean, I'd like to have Lord.